Coming up, T.I, Gwyneth Paltrow and...
What kind of role model's that?
Find out who's got Piers Morgan's knickers in a twist in the Showbiz Hot 5. At 5, do you know what? I love it when you hear about celebs doing really normal things. One example, Reese Witherspoon talking about doing the dishes. Or Rose Byrne, who still uses public transport. Although after watching the train disaster in her latest film Knowing, she is having second thoughts.
Yeah, I was definitely shaky on the subway when I was in New York recently. I was like, oh dear.
So you still take the subway then?
Oh yeah, I love the
Do people recognise you come up to you?
No, God, everyone's... No. People in New York have got much better things on their mind.
In at 4, everyone's talking Joaquin Phoenix.
Joaquin is just kind of an enigma. It's hard to understand him even when he's like sort of normal.
Well, that's what his Two Lovers co-star has to say about him, but the director of the indie feature isn't quite so complimentary. James Gray reckons he's making a fool of himself by quitting acting for rapping and thinks all the craziness with the beard is drawing attention away from their movie. He's not sold on the hoax theory either. The filmmaker says that if it is, it's a really elaborate one, as Joaquin's even built a recording studio in his house. Next up at 3, speaking of Gwynny, just how many pies can that lady get her fingers in? Well, so far I'm counting at least 4. Acting, her website Goop, her gym thing, and the latest addition, a vintage fashion line. She's teamed up with French label Zoe Tees, and proceeds from the 70s inspired clothes will be given to the Kids Company charity in London. In at 2, it didn't hurt Paris Hilton's career, but what will a spell in jail do for T.I? The rapper's been sentenced to a year and a day after pleading guilty to weapons charges. He was arrested in 2007, attempting to buy unregistered machine guns and silencers. At his hearing, the star, whose real name is Clifford Harris, not quite so hip-hop, said he'd like to say thank you to some and apologise to all. And my top story at 1. Here's a simple equation. Madonna plus trip to Africa equals tons and tons of press. She's planning to adopt a second child from Malawi, according to officials there. But one celeb doesn't think it's such a good idea.
I think we should have a campaign, save these kids from Madonna. Sorry, but what kind of life are we giving these African kids?
A rich one?
Hi, have you met my boyfriend Jesus? He's 22 years old. What? What kind of role model's that?
But she's got lots of money and she can provide them with a lovely home.
She is buying them like she buys handbags.
I think we can safely say Piers won't be on the guest list to Madonna's next star-studded do. More juicy showbiz nuggets like that a bit later.